What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be doing something different. I guess you could call it a challenge, something I don't think I've ever made a video on before. We're going to be using an all-girl deck. So every single card in the deck is a girl. You can see we have Ram Rider for the win condition. We got the Battle Healer, which is going to be a nice support card healing everything up. Firecracker going to be really annoying for the opponent to deal with. Archer Queen is just broken. She's used in a lot of decks as is. Bandit is really solid right now too on offense, especially. Princess going to, kind of be annoying, kind of like the Firecracker. Maybe one of the two could bait out the spells. Valkyrie going to be a really nice tank, and the Archers, you can split them and kind of bait out arrows, kind of like the Firecracker and the Princess do. So we're 8-1 in this Grand Challenge, and let's head into the first game and see if we can get to 12 wins with this all-girl deck. All right, in our first match here, and also shout out to, well, there's this guy named Ian77. He's actually the person I kind of got the video idea from. He did it, and I thought, it's pretty cool. Why not? So I decided to do it too. And we'll just go Princess in the back, same lane as most of the Skarmy. I think even, if I didn't do anything, it'd be fine, but I might as well cycle something. We'll just go Firecracker because he just used the arrows, and after I play probably like 5 of these cards, this guy's gonna wonder wait, what the heck is going on? I mean, some of the cards are used a lot, like the Archer Queen and the Valkyrie, but some of the others aren't seen that often, like the Healer and then the Archers in this kind of deck, don't really make a whole lot of sense, so it could, confuse some of the opponents. By the way, I was also thinking of maybe using Sparky, because Sparky is technically a girl, because if you look at the description of Sparky, it says, her in it, I'm pretty sure, so, I mean, that would be interesting, but I feel like in this kind of deck, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. So, I don't know what kind of deck this guy's using. I mean, Giant Graveyard, I guess, well, I know what the deck is, but I'm a little confused why he went for that Graveyard. That felt overly aggressive. I don't know why exactly he did that, because maybe he was thinking I didn't have Archers. He probably wasn't expecting those, but I think either way, it was very aggressive because the Giant was already dead for the most part. So there wasn't really anything tanking for the Graveyard. So we get a little bit of damage with the Ram Rider there and force out 6 Elixir. So I would say that was definitely a really successful push. I guess we could just go Princess in the back in the opposite lane. Maybe playing it at the bridge would have been better, but I think it's fine because maybe we bait arrows out of him and then he can't, adequately, go for a Graveyard push, because he needs to have the arrows if he wants to get any kind of damage, since the Archers are just so good at defending the Graveyard. So we'll go Battle Healer in front here just to tank for the Firecracker and force more of a response out of him. He goes Minions because of that, and we're actually going to get a little bit of damage, which is great. We're going to go Archer Queen here, and he might go Giant and Graveyard. We got to watch out, because I did just cycle my Archers, but it looks like he's not going to. I guess it's because I played an Archer Queen, so it would be overly aggressive into it if he were to. So we'll just go Ram Rider here supporting the push. He's going to go Giant on defense. I feel like he was forced to, because you never really want to drop a Giant on defense unless you have no other alternative. So Healer's gonna heal up everything here. We can go for Archers, and then we can go for Valkyrie, and then if he decides to arrow, I'll drop my Firecracker over here. Oh, actually it wasn't out of range. That's pretty unfortunate. So really nice arrows on his end. I did not realize it was gonna reach everything, so that was, yeah, good set of arrows. So now we're going to have to play a little bit more passive, knowing I just, gave him a lot of value. So we'll just go for Queen in the back here. And I guess, okay, he's going to go opposite lane. I realized I didn't use my Bandit all game. There was really no opportunity to do so, but I guess now's a pretty good time. We'll go Princess all the way over here. Now there's no way he's going to be able to arrow the tower, the Archers, and the Princess. Activate the Queen here. It's going to be able to pretty much kill the Dark Prince. And I guess we'll just... what do we want to do here? I think for starters, we'll go Battle Healer to make sure that doesn't take out the Princess, and then let's go for a push now. He just used Skarmy in the other lane, so it's a good opportunity here. Healer's going to heal up the Ram Rider, and it's going to allow it to get a lot of damage. Healer and Ram Rider is actually a pretty nice combo. I would almost go as far as saying it's a little bit underrated, because Healer mostly is used in Elixir Golem, but back in the day, it was used a ton in Ram Rider decks when the Healer first came out. I think it had more health. It had 10% more health, but now it's a bit weaker, so you don't see that combination as often. Queen here is going to be able to take everything out, which is great. He didn't have his activation available to use, and at this point, we're pretty much looking fine here. I feel like sooner or later, we're just going to be able to get the win. I'll even apply some pressure here because he just went Giant in the back, and he's going to have to spend a good amount of Elixir to defend that, so I think it's fine. But now we got to be careful, set up some defense here, because he's probably going to try to build some sort of massive push because I just went Ramrider aggressively. But look at that healer. I mean, honestly, the healer is getting a lot of value in this specific matchup at least. But I feel like in general, like just with this deck, the healer is actually quite solid. So we're going to go healer again. He's going to probably graveyard. We could just go defensive Ramrider because the arrows are going to take... Look at that arrow value he's about to get, man. That's insane. So we'll just go princess now to maybe predict like a Skarmy or something. Okay, it just got pushed forward. I don't know how that happened. I guess the princess is pretty small in comparison to the Ramrider, so it does make sense in a way, but I was not expecting that. That was kind of funny. So archers here. And yeah, that is going to be GG. We win the first one very, very easily there. This guy's probably, you know, completely confused, you know, what the heck we're using. I almost wonder, are these opponents even going to notice that I'm using like an all-girl deck, you know, all-female cards? Like, I wonder if they're going to notice. I bet some of them are just not going to notice because they're just so focused on the game. That would be pretty funny if that's the case. I don't know. I bet some of them are going to notice. So we'll just go bandit in the back here, and from there, see what he wants to do. So Juan is going to go Flying Machine. So Flying Machine typically means recruits Royal Hogs or maybe a Lava deck. So it's probably one of those two things, or it's something off meta. And in this case, since we see the Tombstone, we got to imagine that it's probably going to be a Lava Hound deck at this point, which I have to say, we actually have some pretty good counters for, because we have the Archer Queen, the Firecracker, the Princess, and the... Am I forgetting something? Did I already say archers? But I think we have like 3 or 4 air counters, and Ramrider 2 is solid against the balloon if he has it. I'm not sure if he does, because usually this variation with the Flying Machine doesn't have the balloon, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. And he's gonna... Okay, he definitely doesn't have the balloon if he's using the Skeleton King variant. So yeah, as I said, we have so many counters for the Lava Hound. It's actually pretty insane. We have the Queen, Firecracker, archers, and I guess Ramrider. I might be missing something else, yeah, but... So we'll just go for a Valkyrie here, I guess, to support the Queen. And then I think we'll go... Okay, we're definitely going to Ramrider because he split the Skeleton Dragons. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that's a waste of 4 Elixir, but he just spent 8 Elixir now with that. And I don't know how he's going to defend this. I mean, I actually think we just take the tower here. Yeah, he's even calling the good game. He knows it too. And yeah, that's tower down already. That push was pretty insane if you ask me. Maybe I should have snuck a healer in there to heal up the Archer Queen while it attacked the Miner, but I guess it's alright. I mean, I'm actually thinking I should have, because then it would have forced a response of him. Otherwise, I could have activated the Queen's ability again, because the healer would have been tanking for the Queen, and he would have lost almost his whole King Tower if he ignored it. So I kind of regret not doing that, but I guess it's alright. You know, we have a huge lead anyway. So we'll just go Firecracker here. We go Bandit, and I guess we'll see what he wants to do. We'll go Healer to protect. I mean, why not? He's going to go Skelly Drag, so... we got to watch out, I was going to say not to give him too much arrow value, but since he just used the arrows, we're now free to drop everything, of course. So this defense is definitely going to be a little bit, I would say, awkward, but we'll see if we can manage here. I'm going to go Queen, and okay, he's definitely going to take the tower, there's no doubt about that. So you can see the defense does get a little awkward sometimes when you have a lot of the, like, similar units, I guess, is the best way to put it. Because a lot of these cards are like air attackers, and the Firecracker and, you know, like Princess and Archers kind of serve like a similar purpose. But we do sneak that Bandit in there, and I still think we can definitely win this. It's just unfortunate that I guess, you know, we ended up getting in this situation. We'll go Battle Healer here, and also the main reason, the other reason why we're hurting is we don't have a spell, right? So that's kind of like another thing to keep in mind. He just missed the arrows, though, so pretty big mistake coming out of him. We're going to go Valkyrie here, and he is going to go Skeleton King, so definitely going to activate the Queen's ability so she gets some value before she dies. And I guess we'll go Bandit in the pocket. It's going to force a response out of him quickly, and he does get the Miner down in time this time, so well played on his end. Okay, maybe it's time to go for the Ramrider here. Yeah, I think we got to apply pressure, because if we keep him on his toes, it's going to be harder for him to get a push off, I would say. And unfortunately, nothing connects, but he did have to spend a lot of Elixir. I guess we could go Princess at the bridge, and then we could also go Bandit here. He's probably not going to expect it. Unfortunately, he does get the Miner down just in time. He's being, you know, good with those Miners, I will say. Okay, so I think we should try to apply some pressure here in the opposite lane. The Ramrider isn't going to do great against the Lava Hound since he doesn't have a balloon, and I think we could just use our Queen to take care of the Lava Hound. We probably don't need to worry too much about it. But we should, of course, still try to be careful. Okay, we can activate that. We'll go healer to tank for everything and try to get some value out of some of our, weak cards because he just used his arrows. Bandit is going to come in, and this time around he doesn't get something down for it. We could go Valkyrie here, and you can see the queen is actually still alive. We could go activate the ability. Wait, I just misclicked. I think we're fine, though. I think we're fine. He only has 15 seconds left, and we dealt even more damage to his tower, so we're okay here. Just gotta survive for, like, 10 more seconds, and yeah, another really nice win. This game was extremely long. I feel like if we had, like, anything, like, any kind of spell, like arrows or fireball, I feel like we for sure would have won so much quicker, because the fact that I didn't have a spell is the only thing that made that a little challenging, because I feel like otherwise that matchup is very easy for this deck, because you just have all the air counters in the world, and it's really hard for them to defend your, Ram Riders, because a Tombstone alone just kind of dies instantly, and then if you have the Valkyrie to clean up, it, has a high chance of getting to the tower. So here we go, 10-1 right now. We're doing really good so far. We split archers here, and I guess we could just go battle healer on top of this ghost, and from there, see if he wants to do what he wants to do in response to the healer. I mean, obviously he can't ignore it, so he's going to go bandit, and I guess we could just go for maybe, okay, so we'll go firecracker. I would rather not go queen just because he has lightning. I don't really like to, actually, I'm going to play queen at the bridge in the other lane. I have a feeling he's just using that Ram Rider lightning deck, so if he lightnings that, he can't support the Mega Knight now, so that's perfect, actually. I'm glad I did that, because that's a 6 for 5 trade. He doesn't have any elixir to support the Mega Knight, and because his Mega Knight is out of cycle, I think I'm going to go Ram Rider here. I don't even know how he's going to defend this. He's probably going to go Queen and Snowball, but I think that's, fine. He actually failed the King activation, so that's also really good. And yeah, we get a ton of damage. He messed up the King activation, so really good start already. I don't know if he's going to play anything, with the Queen. It looks like not, so we'll Bandit, because this is going to give us a lot of counter push. He has to respond to that with his own. And then we could also go Healer. I'd rather do this instead of playing the Archers. Archers are better to play kind of like supporting things, so like if it's a Mega Knight, right, you could play a healer and archers to take it out. You don't really want to go archers on something like that, because archers are pretty weak and they don't give you much counter push potential, so that's kind of something you want to keep in mind. Although right here I probably should, just because anything else would be not very good. Like the queen would be an overcommitment, but speaking of queen, we're gonna have to play it now, activate the ability, and ooh, he just missed the lightning. That's a huge mistake coming out of him, and he just spent 11 elixir. Lightning and Ram is 11. He's got nothing. That Snowball is all he got. I'm going to go Bandit 2 here. It almost doubled. He might barely be able to get something down in time, but either way, we're going to get a ton of damage. Bandit does come in, and unfortunately gets it down just in time, but the Ghost doesn't come down in time, and we get a couple shots in from the Bandit. So there we go. Looking very, very good here. And this is a meta deck, too. I mean, we're destroying this meta deck with this all-girl deck here. I mean, the deck he's using is, I mean, probably the best deck in the whole game at the moment. I mean, pretty much everyone's using this deck. I make a video on it, like, every week. I have been ever since it's been broken, so it's very good. We're going to go Valkyrie here, and we're going to wait for him to lightning before I drop my queen, and that is exactly what I was waiting for. So now we're obviously going to play the queen, and this is probably going to be GG. I don't know about that Ram Rider. He played it right into the, and look at that. The healer was healing it up momentarily. We're going to go Ram Rider now. He might just go Mega Knight if he has it again, but that's fine with me, because it's, he has to overspend to take it out, and then we can get a nice counter push off of the Mega Knight. We'll just go Valk over here to distract the Mega Knight and the Bandit at the same time, and then go Healer in front here to tank. And yeah, I feel like at this point it's inevitable that we're going to win. This is just the unfortunate thing about not having a big spell. Like, every single one of these games has been the full length of time, right? Like, it's been all 5 minutes, I think, for every single one. So, like, that's the one problem with not having a big spell. Like, just taking their tower, man, it's like, like, why, it's like, it just takes forever. So, he just used his lightning, so I guess we can go queen here. I actually made, like, I guess you could say, like, a little bit of a mistake on defense with the firecracker. That wasn't a very good play, so I actually have to be a little bit careful. I think I'm getting a little bit too impatient. Like, I just want to win the game, but I have to be careful at the same time. I don't, don't want to ideally throw, right? So we go healer here, and we actually have to be really careful because of him having a lightning and me not having a big spell. He could actually come back from this, which is kind of scary to think. Like, he has a chance of coming back, and there might not be anything I can do about it if he just cycles spells. I guess that's what I'm saying. So we'll have to see what happens here. Like I said, we gotta be really careful, and hope he's not smart and doesn't know he could just cycle lightnings. For some reason, he's not doing it. Okay, there's another lightning, but I still think one lightning isn't enough. And we're coming in here with a ton of stuff. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this. We'll at least get a little bit of damage. We might not get the tower, but I actually think we will get the tower. There we go. We do take the tower. Finally, he got a little bit too desperate with the lightning cycle, and we were able to punish him. And that's like the best deck in the whole game, and we managed to beat that. That's pretty insane. So 11-1 right now. Just one more win to win with this all-female deck. And surprisingly, it's working out a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, the synergy is quite good. The only thing it lacks is a spell. I mean, just a spell instead of maybe the archers, the princess, or the firecracker, and it would actually be a solid deck. I mean, maybe just like fireball instead of one of them, or like a bard barrel or something. But anyway, I'll see you guys when I find, hopefully, the final match. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can win this one and get 12-1 in this grand challenge. Or if we lose, we got to go on another one, but we'll see. We've been doing good so far. So we'll go Bandit. And from there, see what he wants to do in response. So he's just going to go Giant Skeleton. Okay, interesting. Giant Skeleton, not something I see a whole lot of. We'll just Princess in the back. And maybe have to use our Valkyrie or Healer here on top of the Giant Skeleton. I think I'd rather go Battle Healer just because I don't know his whole deck. And Valkyrie could be useful against certain things. Okay, so he's got a Balloon. This is very, very interesting. Ramrider's great against the Balloon, if you guys didn't know that. It's actually, well, I mean, if they distract it with other things, not so much, but if they don't have any distractions for it and it's like just the Balloon, it's a perfect counter to it. We could actually go Valkyrie in front here just to kind of be annoying because we have a battle healer, so yeah, so that was great. The Valkyrie just forced out 6 elixir from him, so the 4 elixir Valkyrie forced out 6 elixir because if I didn't play that, he wouldn't have had to play anything else because chances are the healer was almost dead and the archers, like, they wouldn't have forced anything out of him. So that was good that Valkyrie just made things annoying. And he has to go Giant Skeleton on that, which is also pretty good for me, I would say. I think we could just go healer here on the Giant Skeleton. And then if he goes Balloon behind, obviously I could just Ramrider. But if he does that, then I'm going to Princess. I was thinking he might go Bats. So yeah, we'll just do that. And just chill for a second. I don't know, I mean, he has... I mean, this is going to be very interesting, this game. His deck is pretty off-meta, too. Kind of like mine, is obviously very off-meta, but his is, too. I mean, I think I've seen a deck similar to this before. He might have a... I was just about to say he might have a freeze, and right as I said that, he decided to, misplay the freeze by accident. So we'll go for a push here because, he did just freeze, and I know he's got Skarmy, so that's why I went for the Valkyrie in front. And we're going to get some solid damage. So obviously that mistake is going to end up costing him a little bit. And I don't know at this point, does he realize all my cards in my deck are girls? Like, I don't know. Like, I wonder, does the opponent even notice? Or are they just so zoned in on the game that they just don't know? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, would you guys notice if you were playing against, like, would you figure out, like, oh, wait, every card's a female? Or, like, do people not pay attention to that? I don't know. But anyway, let's not get distracted here. We're going to go for a Ramrider. He could obviously freeze, so this is kind of bad. I feel like the Balloon might actually get a hit. No, it doesn't. Okay, we're fine. I was really scared that it was going to, though, to be honest, but we were okay. We'll go Healer here. I don't know if he's going to Arrow. He might, just because of how annoying it is, but then if he does, I feel like... Okay, we're going to go Queen, though. I feel like I might have not been playing the Queen enough this match, but the only thing is it doesn't do good against Swarm cards, so we have to be cautious about that. We have Valkyrie to block the bridge, so that way if he goes Balloon, yeah, as you can see, it's not going to have a tank for it. I feel like there's no way this Balloon is going to get a shot, even if he freezes. Okay, let's see what he does here. That Giant Skeleton Bomb got a lot of value, not going to lie. Go Healer here. And yeah, he is going to arrow that. I had a feeling he would because that was very tempting, that value. Maybe go Valkyrie. And then we could go ahead and pop the Queen ability and then go ahead and Ramrider here. This is probably going to force a freeze out of him if I had to guess. Yeah, there we go. So that means he's not going to be able to use it on offense, which is great for me, of course. So he's going to arrow that, which means I'll go for my archers. And this is pretty bad because actually if he goes Balloon right now, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But I guess he didn't realize that. Look at my cycle. The only thing I had is Princess. So he should have gone Balloon there. I'm really glad he didn't. We'll go Queen right now, and then probably try to block the bridge again with the Valkyrie. It's just a great that the Valkyrie has so much health. It's so good at doing that, and it just prevents him. Okay, he's going to go Balloon in the other lane. Alright, this is a little scary because of the Skarmy distracting, but hopefully the Balloon is going to get stopped. Sadly, I think it will. He gets his first Balloon drop of the game. I had a feeling it was going to get a hit. It's pretty hard to stop there. We go Bandit here. Okay, let's see. We go Firecracker. We have to try to maybe get some dual lane pressure, but I would say at this point, it might be GG, unfortunately, unless he makes a mistake or something, but we'll see. And it is very likely he could make a mistake against this type of deck, because it's very, like, you know, spammy, sort of, but sadly, I don't think he's going to, and this looks like it's probably going to end up being GG. And yeah, I think that's going to be GG. The problem was that just that one balloon hit, like if he didn't get that, we probably would have been able to get away with this one. But, you know, it's fine. I think, you know, just the Skarmy surprisingly was very, very annoying. But, you know, I have to say, like, he didn't play horribly. I mean, you know, it was kind of the luck of the draw, though, that balloon got a hit. But he did go for some good balloon pushes, you know, knowing, like, keeping track of my cycle. But, yeah, 11-2 now, so this is the last game, no matter what. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the final match. Hopefully we are able to get the win here. And that last game, see, it goes back to the problem of not having a spell in the deck, because I feel like I would have for sure won that if I had a spell, like a Bar Barrel or a Fireball, just because you saw that game, his Swarmy cards got a ton of value, and then that Balloon wouldn't have gotten that hit, like if I had a Fireball or like even a Snowball for pushback. So we're going to go Healer here to try to protect the Princess against the Ghost. And I don't know if... Okay, that's already not a good sign that he has a Log, because the Log, I mean, is really good against the Princess, but... I mean, I guess it could be better than him having arrows, just because now my Firecracker could get a lot of value. So Archers here are going to be good on top of that Golden Knight, and it stays off of the tower, which is also a plus. So I don't know what he's using. I thought it was maybe going to be Royal Hog Cycle, but... With him having the Golden Knight, I'm pretty confused because usually the deck has the Archer Queen, so I guess we're in for a little bit of a surprise. It could potentially be 3M, but I don't know why a 3M deck would have the Log in it, so that's kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I guess we'll just wait and see. Maybe it is 3M. Golden Knight comes in again. I guess we'll just go Ramrider here. It would be highly unlikely he has a Mega Knight because Log doesn't make sense in a Mega Knight deck. Sorry, mid-ladder players who use Log and Mega Knight in the same deck, but I don't really think it's the play. So Bandit here on top of that, and yeah, we are going to be able to take out that fight, and we can obviously ignore the Hunter because he already dealt so much damage to... Oh, it didn't even get a shot anyway. The Hunter first attack is super slow. Princess at the bridge here, just to pressure, maybe force a Log out of him. Ghost is even better. So we'll just go Archers here. Try to... Okay, we don't surround it properly. That's the second time I actually messed it up. I know it's possible, but I guess the timing is... I don't know, yeah, maybe a little difficult, but I don't know why I messed that up, because normally I don't. So, okay, again, we still don't know. Okay, so it is going to be 3M. That is very, very interesting. I was not expecting it to be 3M. But I also knew it probably wasn't going to be... I don't know what I thought it was going to be, to tell you the truth. Just the thing that's confusing me the most is, you know, why does he have a... You know, why does he have a Log in the deck? I guess that's what doesn't, to me at least, make sense. As opposed to, like, a Bar Barrel. Because you always see Bar Barrel in 3M. Okay, anyway, let's go for Battle Healer here. And then Ramrider again. I don't know if he's gonna... Okay, yeah, he just does decide to 3M all in the same lane. So we're gonna get, you know, force a lot of Elixir out of him and get a little damage. So I would say that push was pretty solid. That Ghost is just going to slip in front, so I'm going to ignore it because he already dealt damage in the other lane. And then we just go for a Valkyrie here on top of this. And then maybe Healer, if we're lucky, could keep the Valkyrie alive. And yeah, oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. Come on, Healer. Go Ramrider here. And this is going to be some solid pressure. We could probably go Bandit here to hopefully take out the Hunter. It is... Oh no, it got pushed back. But oh no, wow, that's super unlucky. That was really, really unlucky. I'm not going to lie. We'll just go Archers here to take out the Ghost. And Princess to make sure it doesn't get a shot. Alright, this game has been a little bit stressful. And this is, I think, sadly gonna be the end. Oh wait, Log doesn't do enough. Never mind. It's not quite over yet. And he just used the Log. Oh my gosh. What is going on? But nah, I can't stop that. No! Oh, such a difficult matchup. I tried. No spell, again, kills me so much. Nothing for the Royal Hogs, nothing for the 3M, but good effort. I would say it was a good run. You know, 11-3, not bad for, you know, quite an off-meta deck, I would say. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it because, you know, it's kind of a fun challenge video. Haven't done, you know, a deck like this before. I could do like an all guy or an all male deck, but I feel like that wouldn't work as well just because there's more male characters in the game. But I mean, if you guys would like to see it, I could, you know, give it a try, but I'd obviously be able to use something that's more meta if I did that, but, you know, could still be interesting, I don't know, but anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Make sure to like if you guys did end up enjoying it, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and thanks again, until next time, guys.